Uh-oh, low network connection. Hey guys, happy, oh God, what is today? Today is Wednesday. I usually do the Making a Difference show on Mondays, but I was not here and able to do it. So welcome to the TED Show, Making a Difference. Making a difference is so important. First of all, let me know you can hear me or see me. It's kind of funny to do this on my own and I've got no feedback and no really scheduled show. So sometimes I worry that maybe people aren't hearing me, can't see me. I see Tyler's on, so Tyler, you're one of my people today, so you'll see that. Let me know you can hear me and see me. Let me know if you notice anything different today about me. Yes, I've lost a ton of weight. No, that's not it. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. Hey, Tyler. So Making a Difference Monday is what it was supposed to be, but I was not here. Hey, Jeff. And I think that it's so important. On a daily basis, I give gratitude, right? I thank God. I thank God for so many things. And I try to remember to thank the people who are important to me or that have done things for me on that day or the day before. And so this is a great way for me to be accountable. And it's not really about being forced. Somebody said, well, you're forcing yourself, Ted. You're making a list. Yes, I have to make a list. And I did. I made a very long list today of people that I want to thank. But I think that that's important. Don't you want to hear thank you? Don't you want to express the gratitude? And I'm a huge believer, thanks Bonnie, love you back. I'm a huge believer in the more that you express gratitude, the more that you get back in the world. So whether you believe in the universe, the law of attraction, hey Rebecca, I'm telling you it works. It's worked my whole life. So I tagged a bunch of people today. I'm going to try to get through the list. There are so many more people that sometimes I forget, so I try to make the list on a daily basis, and sometimes it just gets crazy. So I want to go through and really just give some shout outs. I think it's important. This is good for me. So nobody's asked me to do this. This is all about me, and getting it out there and thanking the wonderful people that support me in my life. And believe me, as we joke, it should be a hashtag, it takes a village to take care of this. I mean, this just does not happen. And it doesn't happen with a whole bunch of people helping me out on a daily basis, almost minute to minute. So yeah, Stacy's on there. So Jon Houdyschell, facial hair. No, okay, good, right? So that's a good guess. I actually have some facial hair. But I'm missing something. And I've had more people come up to me today and say, oh my God, what's wrong? Is everything all right? I don't have a jacket on today. I love this shirt. You can't see all the embroidery on it, but I decided I'm going to do a Making a Difference show and I'm not going to make it too formal. Hey, Ed, man, you're the man too. Thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate you. So let's start with no jacket. That's it, Bonnie. No jacket required. Not today. Again, I just felt good about it. You did say that. You did. All right, Jon Houdyschell is my first one. Jon Houdyschell is probably not on right now, but I have to give him a shout out because he bought me a jacket in New Orleans. He saw it while he was on his trip. He sent me a text message of it, and I go, oh, that's beautiful, and then he bought it for me. How many friends do that for you? You know why? Because he believes in the brand. He loves me. He's a good man, and I appreciate him so much. Thanks, Bonnie. Hey, Angel. Jon Houdyschell's a fantastic friend, an amazingly loyal friend, and I appreciate you, Jon. Alli MacCarroll's next. Alli MacCarroll is the one that I can talk to about anything when it comes to pretty much anything, but sponsorships specifically because she runs such a successful business. She has this amazing event that's on June 28th that I'm emceeing, but she goes above and beyond. She's like, what do you need, Ted? Tell me what you need. When people ask you that, when somebody actually goes out of their way and says to you, what do you need, Ted? That's my line usually. My line is usually, how can I help you? And that's sort of her line too. And Alli, I appreciate that so much. You're a gem, a beautiful gem, and I appreciate your friendship. Yours too, Jon. Boris. So Boris took me home, by the way, took me to an event 2 weeks ago. He came and met me. We had a great meeting. Boris is one of the most talented, art-minded people in Orlando, I believe. And he's coming on the show on Friday. I'm super excited about it. So look at the itinerary. He's coming on Friday at 2 o'clock. You're always there for me, Bonnie, and I appreciate you. Always support me. But Boris is an amazing friend. He tries to find guests for me. He always puts things out on Facebook. Such a sweet man, such a good man, kind man, and a good friend, a real friend. And that's what you want, right? Aren't we tired of the fake crap? I don't want fake people around me. So I'm really trying to weed those people out. So as I'm going through this exercise, and I know I have more people to talk about, I'm going through this exercise, I'm thinking, wow, it's the same people I'm thanking all the time. What about the people in my periphery What about the people in my circle that I'm not thanking all the time? What does that say? So that's something I have to investigate. And I kind of touched on it when I did just because they're in your circle, they're not in your corner post. But that's something we should all look at, and I'm looking at it. Jenna Ameera always messages me. I don't know how many of you know Jenna. She's so talented. She's so ethereal, spiritual, soulful. But Jenna gets on, she'll message me and go, I love what you're doing out of nowhere. And 9 times out of 10, it's the exact moment I need it. Don't you feel like we have that connection with people? I haven't seen Jenna probably in 8 months, 9 months. But she will send me a message just when I need it. And I'm a big believer, again, that if you show the gratitude, you're out there, you're constantly putting it out there, good stuff, that you get good stuff back. And Jenna's a great example of that. Miranda Cady, I talk about her all the time. Miranda Cady went out on a limb and supported the show. She's going to be a sponsor of the show next week, whether she knows it or not, just because of the love that she shows and the support that she shows. And she believes in what the show is trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish with the show. And I appreciate that, because when you go out on a limb and just do that for somebody, she didn't have to say, come support the TED Show, I'm supporting it. She just did it. And when people do that kind of stuff, it's not what you want in your life. I want more of that. I want more people who do things that don't think about what they're going to get from it. And she's definitely not one of those people. She doesn't care what she's getting from it. She believes in what we're trying to accomplish. And she's been a huge supporter of mine, and I appreciate her. Kat Brower, who's on, Kat Brower out of nowhere, which I love, and Kat Brower's always been a great supporter of mine. She's amazing. Kat Brower posted this awesome post on Facebook a week or two ago. And I always do colorful, you're right, Angel. And she said these awesome things about me as a human being and as a connector. And I know that she feels that way as a personal friend, as a close friend. But for her to take a step and put that out there on social media and say it, that's huge. We should do that more often for each other. We should support each other. If you have friends that you're doing business with, or you have friends that you love, I don't care what the rationale or the reason is, if they haven't heard it in a while, you can say it in private, that's fine. Kat chose to say it out loud. I loved it. Kat, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing that. It meant the world to me and continues to mean the world to me. Gert Garman and Niel Guilarte go all together because we're working on this amazing project together. You stop. Your mascara will run. You've got plenty of time to fix it. You can come fix my mascara later, Kat. So Gert and Niel, we're working on this awesome project together, but they are so patient with me because remember, everybody brings something different to the game, to what you're trying to do, to your job, what you're trying to accomplish. And so Niel and Gert understood that early on and have taken me on, I feel like almost as a project. Because sometimes I can be a project, right? I know what I want, I'm ethereal, I'm all up here, I've got all these amazing ideas in my head, they're amazing ideas. And guess what? I need somebody to put them into play. Well, Gert brings me down to earth. Niel then brings her down to earth because Gert and I are very much alike. And this project, this series of things that we're going to be doing in and around Orlando and hopefully countrywide are going to, I think, blow everybody's socks off. But I couldn't do it without the talents of Gert and Niel and without their friendship. Kim Strong's part of that. She was the next one. Kim Strong is giving us Mikol Strong is giving us our first opportunity for Gert and I to do what we've created in front of a group. And I think that's such a blessing. She's taking a risk on us. Why? Because we've been friends for like 25 years and she knows that we're good people, but that still doesn't always matter. You have to go, all right, I'm going to take a risk on these people because you want to surround yourself with people who believe in you. Kim Strong is one of those people, and I love her for that. Roundtree and Gregory Eisenberg kind of go in the same category, but they're both completely different. We are setting up a podcast out of the TED Show. So this isn't a radio show, even though I have a face for radio. This is a Facebook Live show, but we have so much content, so many great interviews with people that we're going to strip out the video and we're going to create a podcast. And how am I getting that done? Roundtree is helping Caitlin, who I want to thank on a daily basis. She's my intern/assistant, and she's amazing. And Greg Eisenberg has also helped. And you guys, you don't understand how important that is. When you go into podcasting, that's a whole nother animal. I didn't know anything about it, but they took me on as a project. Again, it's about helping other people, trying to find ways to help people. It's their time, which is so valuable. All our time is valuable. but what a blessing to have people who believe enough in you to go outside of their 9 dots and help you. And that's what Rob and Greg have done. Karen Smith is on. I see her. Karen Caballero is what I know her as. Karen did the makeup. She used to work here at the Citrus Club. She has her own company. Carmel Designs, I believe is the name of it. Correct me, Karen, if I'm wrong. And she did my daughter's makeup for her wedding. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But Karen is going to do my Mad Hatter makeup for the Women's Council of Realtors purse auction, which is a Mad Hatter themed. And she is going to do my makeup for that because I'm the MC for that event. And what a blessing. I mean, she's doing it. Yes, it's going to be a great intro for her to other people. It's going to be a great intro for her to a whole bunch of people that could potentially be future clients for her. But she's doing, I just asked and she said yes. I love that. You know why? Because we have a relationship. She knows that I'm never going to steer her wrong, and she is willing to give back. And Karen, for that, I appreciate that. Look up Carmel Designs, and you can post your link if you want, if you're still listening or watching Karen. Wyatt Smith. Wyatt's not on right now, but Wyatt sends me the best memes, and I want to tell you about Wyatt. So I probably haven't seen Wyatt. I'm not even sure if I've seen Wyatt. I don't know what year it was, Wyatt. But he sends me funny stuff, really inappropriate stuff, and funny. But then he sends me inspirational stuff, and he always checks on me. So let's check on each other. Wyatt is the prime example of somebody who says, hey, Ted, how are you doing this week? How are you feeling? What's going on? Don't we want more people like that in our lives? And shouldn't we be doing that with the people that we love and care about? What if you haven't heard from somebody in a while? What if you see a post and it doesn't seem so positive? Why not just reach out to them? It takes 5 seconds to say, hey, how are you doing? And that's what Wyatt does for me. And I appreciate you, Wyatt. Pat Vasquez has sent, I've got to thank someone, because remember, don't forget, I'm still a mortgage broker. I still do loans. I'm a loan officer with Freedom Mortgage, whom I love. They're on the list too. But Pat has sent me over a deal, a couple of potential deals, and I just want to throw that out. Thank you, Mary Pat, for doing that. Thank you for being communicative. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for letting me go through the process, and I appreciate your business, and I appreciate your friendship, and we're going to meet next week. Brandon, Jim, and Joe. So Brandon, Jim, and Joe, we all work together in and out of Freedom Mortgage, but Brandon and Jim took a chance on me. Hopefully Brandon will see that he's tagged. Jim's not on Facebook, but Joe is. These guys are the real deal. They are so supportive of everything that I'm doing. They understand the marketing. They understand my marketing. Come on, think about it. They understand what marketing is important. Relationships, relationships, relationships. Make sure you have the back office, but once you have that, you have to have the relationship. And these guys are 100% supportive of that. They love the realtor relationships that I have. They want to come out and support you guys, and I appreciate them so much for understanding my vision, which was sort of their vision too. So it all came together, and a huge kudos to Aaron Luden, who's not on here, for making that introduction to Joe Tags and then to Freedom. Bobby Davidowitz continues to send me business, and I'm so thankful for that. Sends me people that he knows I will take care of, so he trusts me. And Bobby continues to be my supporter, continues to introduce me to people. He's an exit realtor, and he continues to be like a big cheerleader for me, and I really appreciate that, Bobby, more than you know. I know you have other lenders you can work with, but it's more about the relationship for me and the friendship, and for you too, because I know that's the kind of person you are, and I just want to let you know how much I appreciate it. George, who's not on here, but Jordan recommended me. If you guys probably know, I do speaking engagements, so I'll come out and I'll MC things. I did a Disrupt HR, which is human resources event, where I did sort of like a Pikachu, whatever it's called, Pikachu event, and I came out and spoke. I love to speak. I love to give creative speeches. I love to do team building. I love to do anything that will bring people together and help people think outside the box. So I did this, and George, who I met at that event, recommended me for another gig, as I might call them. It's not a gig, for another potential speaking engagement, and I'm so thankful for that, Jordan. And I hope that you get the tag on this, because we're not friends on Facebook, but we are LinkedIn connections. But it was such a wonderful thing. You didn't have to do that. Here's the other thing. What a small thing. Somebody came to him, said, you know what, I've got this idea. I'd like to do something. He referred them to me, immediately recommended me. He didn't have to. This is the thing. It's such a small gift to give somebody. As long as you feel like you're copacetic, you're on the same page, why would you not refer them out? That was such a blessing to me, an unexpected blessing, and I'm thankful. Polly Bauer, who has Swipe, it's a podcast that Neil introduced me to her. We've had the best conversations. And Polly Bauer, you need to check her out. Check out her podcast. Check out her Facebook page. Check out everything that she's doing. She is the premier, the preeminent credit expert to me on the planet. Her mind, and she doesn't do credit repair. There's no real estate credit repair stuff going on here. There's no mortgage stuff. Her mind thinks way above that, and she's super, super involved in energizing that community and trying to find ways to help people. So I appreciate her. She listens to me. She lets me bounce ideas off, and then she promotes me on her podcast. Who does that? Unless you're a good friend, if you're close friends with somebody, if you're friends with somebody, if you support somebody, what does it cost to do a promotion for them? And I love the fact that she did that without me asking, and she did it because she believes in me, and I love you for it, Polly. Eleonora Connolly. Eleonora Connolly is one of those people we met, we bonded immediately. She's a KW Realtor with SBK team. But more importantly, she's just an amazing human being. And what she does is she'll check on me, but not in a way where it's like, hey, Ted, how are you? Or is your day crazy? It's like, all right, when can we get together and mastermind? When can we get together and talk? And so I talk to her. She'll actually check on me and have conversations with me, and will make sure that I'm doing okay, and then continue to follow up. So it's not a one-sided relationship, which we get all the time. So I love the fact that Eleonora Connolly is like that. Veronica Figueroa, you're next. Veronica, thank you for checking on me. You just checked on me and asked me about drinks today. So I appreciate, or yesterday, and that's so important. Like, out of nowhere, she says to me, hey, Ted, when are we getting together? And I said drinks, of course. That wasn't her, that was me. But I love that. This is just checking in on people, giving people the love that they need. And Debbie Irons is the same way. She always asks me how she can help me. Debbie Irons is a realtor with KW out in Lake Nona. She's amazing, absolutely amazing. And she does so many good things for our community, as Veronica does and as all of you do. But it's such a big, great feeling for me to see that and to experience that. And I just want to thank you for it. It means the world to me. Chris Castro and Clay Ferrara were our guests on the show, Ideas for Us. Check it out. It was last Monday. These guys do so much for our community and for our world, and I'm grateful and humbled to have them on the show. Courtney, Hayley, and Stacy. Hey, Jerry. We went and visited my daughters last week. What a blessing it was. Courtney housed us. Hayley was there. Love you too, Veronica. Stacy organized the whole thing. I have an amazing family, and let's not forget our family when we thank people. We want to thank them for being there for us, because I don't know about you, but it's definitely a full-time job to take care of me in any way, shape, or form, maybe 2 full-time jobs. And so I'm very grateful for my family for giving me the freedom to do the things that I want to do. And then Roberto Trevino was my first I'll have another show last week. It was 2 weeks ago. It was amazing, El Buddha. And I just want to give him a big shout out for taking a risk and letting me come in to his restaurant and doing the show there. So I love you guys so much. I know I talked through a whole bunch. All of you on this list and everybody in my life, I'm so thankful for. And I just want to give you a shout out every week. I'd love to do it every day. But I love you guys so much. Thank you. Reach out to somebody. Thank them. Thank them for being there for you. Thank them for what they're doing, even if it's small, the tiniest thing. It's okay. Gratitude. Gratitude goes so far in our world, in the universe, in the law of attraction, in whatever you want. Plant the seeds. Do the gratitude. And know that I love you. All right. See you tomorrow. Thanks.